Sharing, let's start sharing it.
FM, the voice of the university, broadcasting from St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, America's paradise.
We're running. 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 Baby, might as well make her topics. Tune in to get it, we got it. Welcome to Mine in the Pockets. Nothing you can do to stop it. It's in the degrees, St. Thomas. All year round, we the hottest. Sorry, I'm just being honest. We pop it, they pop it, they pop it. Listen to hell, all the latest. Muhammad Ali with the greatest. So down to earth like the payback. So solid, you cannot replace us. We talking about all of your favorites. Yeah. Reality, fantasy, friends versus family. Family, termination. Tune in. Hey, wait. So we're running.
What up, what up, what up, what up? We live?
Live.
We running. I think we're live. Alright. Good. Mic check. My mic sound nice. Check one. Check one, check one. You guys mic sound good?
Check two.
My mic always sound nice.
Alright.
That's what she said.
Alright. So I think we're leveled. Yeah, we're good. This is perfect. Yeah, we're good. Alright, guys. How was your day? How was your weekend? Let's go there.
Man, full of turkey, good food, good energy.
I'm still full, man. I don't know about the turkey part or the ham part, but I'm still full.
Yeah, man. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy belated Thanksgiving. Happy belated Black Friday. Happy
Yes.
belated Cyber Monday. And happy Giving Tuesday, guys. Today is Giving Tuesday.
Okay.
So you're supposed to give. Did any of you guys give to a
Yeah,
cause?
man. Yeah, I gave to some homeless guy I saw on the street.
This guy,
Gave
yo.
him some money.
I figured since I didn't buy anything for Cyber Monday, I wouldn't do the giving on
You wouldn't even do it and give
Tuesday.
it
I
on
figured
Tuesday.
it balanced itself
You
out.
saved your money.
Correct.
I hear that. I hear that.
Listen, I can't keep up with all this black this and Tuesday and on the Sunday you can't go to the bathroom. God knows what else they're gonna come up with. There's always something new that they come up with. First it started out as Black Friday, then it was like Cyber Monday, and then it was like don't steal your mother's sofa on Saturday, and then it was Sunday.
Don't steal your mother's sofa on Saturday. So what's Sunday?
I don't know. Go to church.
Go to church.
Go to church Sunday. Well,
Take your money to
You
church
know?
Sunday.
this is the time of the year where people spend money, so you know they're capitalizing as much as they can. I think Chanel sent me a message, or somebody sent me a message about small business Saturdays. So that was a big thing, I guess, this past weekend as well.
Correct.
Then it was Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's giveaway Tuesday.
stay home from church Sunday. Yeah. But we got a couple times. Hey, we got a new governor.
Ooh,
Hey,
yeah. Ooh,
hey, let's just jump into it. Let's give a round of applause for New Albert, Ryan, and Tregenza Roach team. I will
Shout
be
out.
the first to say, and say pointed me on the mic.
Mhm.
I was originally not a believer, right?
Yes.
They definitely swayed my vote, and I had to vote for them. Not because it was like they were the best option, but more so because they just came out with some. They're very smart guys. I'll say that.
They were the best option.
They were the best.
They were.
Well,
You
when
can
I say the
that.
best, when
You
I
can
say
say
the
that.
best option, I'm saying I don't want it to seem like it was a cop out. So I didn't want to say like they were the best option is a cop out. You know,
That's
the worst
facts.
again. It is facts, but
Yeah, it's facts.
I just don't want it to sound, you know, cliche.
Okay.
They were the better option based off of where they're gonna take the Virgin Islands.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
Think so?
I hope so.
Yeah, hands down.
Of course. I'm not gonna say.
And versus
Okay.
versus who was there.
Yeah.
Versus who was there. And they're a better option as well from the standpoint of we're gonna get money. People are gonna make deals with these guys.
Money's already here.
I know it's here, but people are gonna make deals with these guys just based off of their presentation. They're well put
Deals
together.
already made.
Yeah.
I feel that
You think deals are
Deals
already?
already made. Money's already
Money-
here.
money's already
it's,
here.
it's already rolling. All they need to do, in my opinion, is walk into a well-oiled machine that just needs to be fine-tuned.
Fine-tuned?
Talk to people right, engage them, and just flood in some more money.
So you saying that 8 years?
Hmm?
You're saying 8 years then?
I don't know, because if you don't if you don't change course, if you don't change course, you know?
I personally think neither candidate actually laid out what they're actually going to do in the 4 years. They both would say, "Oh, this is what." Of course, we all know GRS is in shambles. It's been in shambles for
Quite simple.
20,
For a
30.
while.
I remember as a kid picketing and whatever it
They're
may
gonna
be.
fail any minute now.
Exactly. I just remember this as a kid. I don't know how old I am now, but it doesn't matter. But it's just been going on forever and ever. I don't think either candidate really said what they're actually going to do. I think Brian is really. I think he's actually set up for failure, to be honest with you. I think once he walks in those doors and he sees those accounts,
that are in such shambles. Yo, he's stupid,
he's
yo.
gonna realize, what did I get myself
Something
into here?
wrong, yeah.
And it's kind of be like you remember when Obama went into office, you know how young his face looked, and he looked so healthy.
Right.
The end of his term, his
Full of
3
gray.
years.
Because Albert looks young.
A little bit, yeah.
We're gonna do some before and after.
I mean, he's
We
young.
need to get that
He
before
is
and
young.
after. He's young.
But we need
He
a
just
before and
turned
after
50.
picture.
Correct.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
just
yeah.
turned 50.
This is gonna age him well. This is gonna age him because him and Roach.
Mhm.
Roach is the older guy as well, but I don't think they know what they get themselves. Roach probably somewhat knows what he get himself into. He's been in politics for a while.
You're
but
talking about the stress level.
just
And you gonna
the
have-
situation we're in the BI.
Yeah.
Before these storms saved us, man. We're about to go.
Don't
We're
get
broke.
fired, Pete. Don't get fired.
I can't get fired. I work for myself. Because I fired myself, but the counts were just rough situations, man. It's
Yeah,
just,
yeah, like
Payless paydays.
literally there was a payless payday
Correct.
that was supposedly coming. Like I remember back in March or April, they were saying that by September, the first or second week in September, there might be payless paydays. I remember that very
I remember
pointedly.
going to work and check in. Did I get paid? Did the money come in?
So bang, September 6th hits, and then bang, September 19th hits, and then Map actually has a chance of getting back in based off of that,
Based off.
and then he starts to talk crazy.
Well, he's been talking.
He's
right?
been
talking
He's
crazy.
Just
Crazy.
wild.
He's been
You're
wild.
right, because he
Been
said
wild.
Setifo like Ollie in the air.
It just got more
Wow.
reckless.
It just
the
got
storm
reckless.
amplified the
Because he like,
recklessness.
oh, the bag is coming. The older bag is coming. I'm gonna talk reckless.
But on the same note, I think that the situation is it'll kind of be the same in my opinion. Like it's like we have structural issues, foundational issues that are within the
Infrastructure,
Act
right.
and our relationship with the federal government. If you don't address that, we're not going nowhere. But I think that Albert Bryan and Roach, if they can implement a better vision of the Virgin Islands, so for example, if they can, be good leaders, morally, socially bring us together,
I
talk
agree.
with
I
respect,
agree.
bring up topics such as climate change and
Give good energy.
and
Just
give
good
that good
energy.
energy that
Right.
we need so that we can hopefully take some of that bag and flip it. We need to flip the bag. Those guys need to be thinking about flipping the bag so that future generations of Virgin Islanders can have
I like where you're going with that.
Have an opportunity.
Of course, you guys saw the numbers I showed you guys earlier in the group chat. But
leadership, bro.
But I remember about 2 episodes ago, this is episode 7 now, but 2 episodes we basically said it's going to be St. Thomas versus St. Croix. And neither Brian didn't win a poll in St. Croix, and Matt didn't win a poll in St. Thomas or St. John. So basically this came down to St. Thomas versus St. Croix. I think what we need to do is look at the big picture. We just need more unity. We can't be separating ourselves from each other, us versus St. Croix, vice versa, but we just need more unity between us and come together and just let's make this place a better place.
Yeah.
I'd like to just add something quick because I know we
You
probably
can
want
go
to
ahead.
go on to the next topic.
Yeah, because I'm done with politics.
Climate change is something real. We've been hit by 2 Category 5 hurricanes back to back, 2 weeks apart.
Right.
California's been on
Burning
fire.
on fire, pretty much.
North Carolina was flooded. You know,
Right,
they're
right,
saying
right,
that
right.
as the
There
climate
was also the
changes,
storm. There was also the storm down
Panama
in
City.
Mexico City.
blew that whole thing
Yeah.
off like it looked like an atomic bomb.
Bomb
did it?
drop.
So what I think that the Brian and Roach campaign can hopefully do is think in the future, right?
Right.
Like
Be progressive.
Exactly. Like I didn't see that with MAP. MAP, we're just playing like, you know, we're here, we're dealing with it day to day. We need a government that's going to think into the future, like 10, 15, 20,
years,
30 years.
right.
So that if storms come, we have a better system in place.
Right, right.
You know, if the tide
We also
rises
need to
and
find a
stuff
way
like
to
that,
get
you know?
off of the grid and stuff like that.
Yes.
You know,
renewable
we're smack dab in the middle of
Hurricane
paradise
territory.
and hurricane territory. So there's a catch-22 to
But
live
for
in
the
where we
past
live.
67 years, we all telephone poles. We need to
Yeah, wood
bury
telephone
it.
poles.
We need
We
to
need
bury it.
composite material and
Exactly. Or at least, be thinking along the lines of something new.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like how the Danes and
Yeah.
they put the wind turbines in the water.
And they bury a lot of their
Bury
problems. You know what I
their
mean?
power lines. So yeah, I don't want to talk about politics anymore.
Okay, we can leave that.
I'm good. Congrats, guys.
Congrats, Albert,
Yeah.
Brian. Roach.
We got a couple of topics that we want to talk about today. I know that one of them that was tossed out, and this is a good one to just segue into, just because I don't know what it is, man. The cruisers went crazy this past weekend, guns and drugs.
Just to say it like that.
Just go drop it. Guns and
drugs.
drugs. Guns and drugs. I
Well,
don't know.
definitely
I don't
guns.
know. Guns at least. People. This weekend there was a shooting here in St. Thomas, and I think for the past couple of weeks there's been shootings in St. Croix. St. Croix has been lit
I don't
again.
know what's up.
I don't know what's
They
going
robbed
on
the
over there.
McDonald's that was right next to the police station, like 2 feet away.
Just
from the
didn't
police.
care. Bam. We going in there. Hey, give me a Big Mac.
Right next to a police
Right
station.
next to the police station.
I think it was in the rain.
So yeah, why is the violence kicking up, guys? The money's here. You said it. The money's here. People are getting paid. You know, it ain't like people hurting. So why is violence being committed
I think people
at
are
this
hurting.
juncture?
I beg to differ.
Like really?
I think people are hurting.
There's money out there, man.
I don't know.
Take it away, Pete.
There's money it's in the right. The money's going. It's kind of like a Ponzi scheme, basically. The money's up top. These people have certain people have the money up top,
Right.
and then they let it trickle down little by little. But by the time we get to the bottom, there's only so much left.
No.
I guess I'll go to let's get some some gun numbers. As U.S., we own 40% of the guns in the world in the United States.
Right.
Which that sounds crazy.
It's crazy.
And 1 out of 3 homes have guns in the United States. It's basically crazy. I know we're all gun ho about this Second Amendment thing, I guess, going on, but
We take it a bit too far.
well, anytime there's something going on, Second Amendment, I get the bear arms and we're keeping bear arms, but yeah, this gun violence is getting out of control locally and nationwide as well. I'm not
Yeah.
really.
I don't know, man. That's where we go back to Albert Bryan without going back to Albert Bryan. Like, one, the violence I think has decreased drastically in St. Thomas. We're at about 12 murders for the year, which is terrible, but it's almost about half of what it was before, which is a 50% drop in gun violence, which is spectacular. Now, will it pick up as the money dries up? I think so.
Right.
As the money dries up, they don't have as much opportunity, restlessness. Do they go back to what they know? But I don't really in St. Croix. I don't know, man. There's money over in St. Croix, jobs. I don't know why the hell they just won't.
I think the reason for the gun violence is we're here locally is we basically have kind of a no snitch mentality where we kind of know most of the times who's committing these crimes or these shootings, whatever it may be. But we just have I don't know what the mentality is, or we're not going to snitch, we're not going to do this, blah, blah, blah. But I think that's also a problem is even the girl who got killed a couple years back, people are saying, oh, they know who it was, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, how does someone in the streets know it is? The cops haven't made any arrests.
Never
It's
made
just
any arrests.
they had a big reward out of it. Well, I think they had a reward at one point over
Well,
75,000, but it's just
a lot of times, and again, this is hypothetical. Right?
Yeah.
I'm about to say this. This
Yeah.
is hypothetical.
Hypothetical, people.
Hypothetical, right? A lot of times, sometimes it's said that the streets clean up the messes. So in an instance where that girl got clipped and got shot and was basically got hit with a stray, potentially the streets clean up those messes, especially if it's something that's terrible, like a random somebody
You're
got
saying
hit with a
karma.
stray. Karma.
Streets
But
is
they say
karma.
the streets is karma,
Streets is
pretty
karma.
much, right?
Streets is-
Yeah, the
The
streets is your God. The
coming
streets
karma.
is your Jesus, right? But essentially, I think the crime has risen in St. Croix, and it probably has to do a little bit with again the economy. The economy has probably flattened out over in St. Croix.
I don't think so.
I don't think
They
so.
have probably
Hella jobs. Line tree
Hella
coming
jobs.
back.
If you look at the Department of
Line Tree's
Labor,
coming back on.
they have 4 times the amount of jobs in the Department of Labor than we do in St. Thomas.
So
So I think
again, are people just that violent? Is that the
Now, that's
nature
what
of the
we have
people?
that's what we gotta look
Are
at.
we just
Are we
that
just
violent? Are we just violent that we're
we're
out here killing each
okay,
other?
say there's a shooting. Are there any arrests? If there's someone being arrested and we see a face to a crime and someone arrested, we see their picture in the front of the paper, oh,
Right.
this person was caught for so-and-so, oh, this is the time they're going to get. People, hey, do I want to commit this crime? But you don't really see that locally.
You know
You
what?
don't see people, you don't see faces. It's kind of like the
They-
government situation as well, when there's stealing going on. There's always going to be stealing because
Thiefing, not
Not
stealing.
stealing, man.
Because
Thiefing.
you
You
don't
from the
see.
marginals or what? But stealing,
Thiefing.
there's thieving.
Yes, I'm from the Virgin Islands. I was born in the
I
hospital.
know. I'm messing with you, man, bro.
But there's no accountability.
Right.
It's just you're gonna keep on doing it because I can get away with this.
That is
So and so did it. I didn't. Why can't I?
So like in New York, right? In New York, their crime is down from what it used to be, right?
For different reasons. Just stop and frisk.
Well, the stop and frisk,
of
of
course.
course,
Sneezing
and yeah, you can't do nothing over there, right? So, do we need to get more forceful with our laws here? Now, my sister shout out to my sis. She's a legal counsel, and she said that like we have some of the harshest penalties here in the USVI. So from a legal standpoint, they would say, hey, especially from a defense attorney, they would say, hey, we don't need to get more tougher.
Well, that's true.
But I agree, and not to cut you off, Nikhil, but I agree with what Pete is saying. There needs to be more promotion, right, of the criminals.
You got a lot of things going on there, right? So let's chop it up. One, I think in comparison to New York, if you're
Right.
caught in Manhattan with a firearm,
That's it, 5.
no, I think it's like 2. Ja Rule got 2. Wayne,
No, bro. I
Wayne
think
got
it's
1.
5.
It's 5, but I think they
It's
got
5.
special treatment because remember.
Ja Rule only did 2 years.
He
Well,
probably
he got
did that
special-
because he got treatment.
He got special
It's
treatment.
5, bro.
And same thing with Plaxico Burress as well. He got special
He got
treatment.
a year. Wayne
But
got
he
a
got special
year.
treatment.
So I don't know about that, but I know some people get 5, maybe some people get 1. Here, I think it's like 10.
If you have an unregistered gun.
I don't know if you just have a gun and it's not registered. It could be because the thing is you have dirty guns and then you have clean guns, but they're just not registered. So I think that if you have a regular gun, I think it's like mandatory 10 years.
I think it's like that.
15
I think it's
years.
like that in Florida as well.
But in New York, you get caught with a gun in Manhattan, it's like 5 or 2. So in that sense, the next thing now is what was the next thing that you were saying? You were saying
I was saying that there needs to be more promotion of
Catching criminals.
Okay, so it's 3.5 years
okay for
if
you.
you're with a gun.
New York.
Yeah, in New York. Yeah.
Okay.
A
So the next
quick
thing,
browse.
what was the next thing that you were talking to?
I was saying, so there needs to be like promotion of these criminals. Pete is right in that sense. So if you heard Jimbo, right? Oh, let me not say Jimbo. If you heard Khalil, right? Let's do it VI way. If you heard Khalil bust a man head or stole from somebody, right? And then you don't hear nothing about what time he got. You don't hear nothing about what he had to serve. His picture's not in the newspaper. They don't, they don't. And I guess the word is villainize. They don't villainize him or advertise it. Then the other potential criminals obviously
but
think
they do.
that
But they do. Those guys
I don't
get
think
their
they
faces
villainize.
on the
I don't think-
consortium. They get their faces in the
that
name.
is true.
But the thing is, you gotta fix poverty. I don't care. You could make it. You get caught with one gun, you get life. People are gonna take chances as long as they're poor. Period. When you're coming from terrible circumstances of hunger and all of this and
but
that,
there's
and
money. You guys
projects
just
and-
said there's money.
But you see, the thing is this: people are caught in the mindset. I could put you in a room full of food, right?
Right.
And if you don't have the vision to understand, okay, I just put this and this together, I can make a meal, you'll sit there and say, there's no food. Me and Pete we were smoking a cigar the other day, and this lady's son was calling her, he's like, Mom, bring home some food, there's no food. And then he like videotaped the fridge, and she's like, see, there's no food. And she showed me the video,
Right.
fridge full of food. It just wasn't cooked.
He just don't know how to.
He don't know how to cook it, or he just didn't want to cook.
Right.
So the fridge is full of food,
Must
but
eat
he's
it.
saying there's no food. So to a certain extent, there's a lot of jobs here, but do you
People
feel
don't know
as
how to
though
fish for it. Right.
Right. Can you go out and get it? Do you feel as though you're competent to get it? Because some jobs that I get, you say, man, I can't do it, I don't know. And then I just have the determination to be like, hey, screw it, I'm going to try anyways. But not everybody
Right.
does that, you know?
Right.
So that's an issue.
I mean and you guys bring up some great points, and I think those, it definitely makes sense in what you're saying.
Poverty. We gotta
Poverty
fix
is a
man.
problem. So let's
One in every 3 Virgin Islanders is poor. And then another probably 20-30% is probably close to that poverty line.
Right.
That's a lot of poverty.
Yeah.
And that's always
and
gonna
then,
have
and then
crime.
you got the baby daddies or the baby mamas. That's
Pressure.
it. Pressure. That's
and then
what
everything
boss
expensive.
When you go for that gallon of milk, and that gallon them man tell you $10.
And that gallon of OJ, which is 12.
OJ is 12.
It have to be crime.
Yeah, I'm craving about you know. Alright, so that's a good segue. Fight over gal. That's our next topic.
Oh, yes.
Why do men fight over women and vice versa?
Mhm.
And this is another cool topic, man. This is a cool topic because I see it all the time. Dudes getting their head lick off, or a girl getting her head lick off. And again, we had a couple weeks back we had what was it? Domestic violence.
Yeah.
We had Domestic Violence Month, right?
Mhm.
So I know we didn't want to touch on a subject like this so close to that time. So this is Giving Tuesday. We're gonna give the gift of blows, right? So yeah, why do men fight over women? And I don't want people to take this topic in the sense of physically fight.
It's some of
Fight
that
over.
too.
It's some of that, right? But mostly, I'm saying, like, if you with somebody, and you and that person vibing or whatever, and then you find out they got a side thing, right? Why are you gonna sit there as a side,
As a sucker.
as a sucker? And we had this conversation
Suckers
for
is born every day.
Thanksgiving Day. We had this conversation, right? Like Akil was by me, right? And we had this
How sweet.
crazy, huh?
How sweet.
How sweet, right? And we had this crazy topic, about, and again, this is hypothetical, but I know it to be true, but I'm gonna say it's hypothetical. So dudes be out here cheating, right, on their girls, right? And the whole time they're cheating, and their girl is yelling at them, they don't know that their ladies also cracking their skull open with another dude, and they meeting these guys, and they going out, and this dude shaking their hand, eating breakfast with them, breaking bread with them, basically, right?
Ouch.
So
Jeez.
again, if somebody, why aren't we in a place where, listen, if you cheat on me, I cheat on you, we need to separate. That means we don't really care about each other,
But that's
as
the thing,
opposed
though. That's the
to
thing.
fighting. That's my
Your
man.
girl,
That's
your
my
girl
job.
cheats on you, and you go fight the dude that she cheats on you with,
You a sucker.
So,
or you're
You a
or vice
sucker.
versa. You check what I'm saying?
Right.
Does it make sense? I mean, who wants to take that? Who wants to take the first step at it? Pete, man?
Well, there's a couple different angles. Is basically people feel like if you're dating someone, they're your object, they belong to you. It's a relationship. It's a relationship.
You
know,
want.
you know what I'm saying? Once
There
they
you go.
break, they feel, oh, that's my ex, blah blah blah. You can't talk. What do you mean you can't talk to them? They're not your object. We're all single human beings. We don't really belong to anybody else.
Right.
I think that's a problem. Is we always think, oh, that's mine. You can't touch it. You can't do anything with it. You can't call it. You can't text it. You can't DM it. Whatever it may be. I think the problem is another problem as well is, I guess I feel that if you're gonna cheat on somebody,
You breathe.
if you're gonna cheat on somebody, you might as well just move on, man. Like you're just wasting everybody's time. It just you're putting other people. You're
So
putting
you
people's
don't.
lives at
So
risk.
you don't believe in polygamy.
No. You need to be in one relationship with one person because it just creates a bunch of problems, especially here locally. So imagine you're dating somebody and then you see that person now. We live in a small community here. So say I see my friend's lady out with another person. It just creates a lot of problems here, man.
You gonna rat?
I'm not getting involved.
Okay, good. I'm just checking.
I'm not getting involved in nothing,
I'm checking.
man.
You ratting, bro?
I'm not getting
Man,
involved, man.
I'm blind.
I'm blind, right?
I
not
can't see.
But I see men and women here
It
fight over their significant other. Like, and to me, it's corny. It's corny. Like,
But, yeah, I don't know. Like, can they help it? Right? When you look at it from a primitive jungle standpoint, right? The lion fights over the women, right? You know,
that's true.
the iguanas fight over the women.
Iguanas.
I saw two lizards fighting the other day, and then in the distance you see this little female lizard. So every animal is fighting over.
Over the
I don't know if we have to fight
apple.
for the right to mate. I don't if it's
So-
innate. You're telling me that gorillas don't fight? Name an animal
So
that doesn't fight.
So you're
Over,
saying-
over-
you're saying we're
I
all
think-
animals.
I think it's
You
in the
just-
DNA.
it's in the DNA. Okay, alright. So that's a fair point.
But women like
here's-
it.
but-
Women like it. Women like it. Like
You like us
you
when we
just
fight over?
prove like
You prove your
you
man.
prove
You prove that you love me.
yeah, like yeah,
So-
you willing
so-
to
so-
fight for me.
So I hear your point, right? But here's the thing for me, right? There's levels of females to fight for, right?
Well, true.
Let's
Can't
let's
fight
you
nobody.
can't be fighting for the chick from the project.
Whoa.
Okay. Let me not
You
let me
just
not
can't
show
be
the
fighting
project
over
chick
any
on
old
the-
thing.
Yeah, let me just say that.
There we go.
Let me-
That's
I was about to get fired. Bro. Thank you guys for saving me.
I'm about to get ousted like
Ousted, right? Like man. But there's levels to who you fight for.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
Like
big
you
quality
can't
check.
you can't go fight for Kaniqua,
What?
Katisha, the crazy ones.
What are you
you know?
doing, man? You can't be doing
Society.
these.
I'm just trying to make
You
the,
gotta-
the
you
show
gotta-
fun.
You gotta fight over the wifey. Wifey, you know, I think it's
So if you're bottom, you know how they say in the
The bottom,
States,
the
your
down.
bottom, right? If your bottom, it is messing out on you, because that's what this is about, bro. You have to remember. I'm not saying you're fighting for just fighting because somebody flirted with your chick. I'm saying you're fighting because your female went out with another dude. Are you gonna fight for her after she
you have to
stepped out
you have
on
to
you?
defend her honor.
No, I'm gonna let her go. I'm gonna let her go.
Like, that's a
and-
lot.
Right
That's a
after the
lot
sunset.
to.
No,
why,
man.
why would you fight for somebody like that? If someone-
That's my point.
Why would you fight over? You just let him go. Take it as
But it
an L.
happens
and let him
every
go.
day.
So I'm
it
a-
may not be us, but this happens. Don't act like people don't get shot in the VI over
Over
somebody
a female,
dipping
right,
in the
right.
in the you know
So,
what I mean?
so I'm of the thought process, right? I have this thought process, right? I said,
People
listen,
get beat up every day over
when
that.
I was a scumbag, right? When I was a scumbag,
No,
right?
don't get fired. Don't get us all fired. You
No,
don't
I'm
get
not
us all
gonna get
Don't
fired.
do
nobody
it, man.
fired. If
Don't
there's
do it.
anybody gonna catch this bullet, it's me, right?
Don't
I'm
do
gonna
it.
catch this bullet, right?
Do it.
So when I was a scumbag, and I was in my cheating time, right, of my life, I was always of the theory that if my female cheated on me while I was in my cheating period, then I have to chalk it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's a good.
So you see what I'm saying?
If
Like
you
if
out there
you
doing-
out there scumming, right, and your chick step out on you,
It's fair game.
It's fair game. You have to take your scum back.
It is.
But that's when dudes want to fight. You know you've been doing dirt. You know it. She know it.
Right.
Then you catch
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 the feed,
wind.
right.
You catch wind.
Right.
The Empress has
Has
got a little choking on the side. You want to kill somebody. No, you can't do that. You have to respect the
You gotta
game.
respect the game. And that was that's a whole nother like topic
But-
that I wanted to interject into this, because I think I'll say this. I didn't see a lot of man playing the game and not respecting the game.
Yes.
You have to, like, straight up, I'm gonna say this here for the record. Dudes, if you scumming on your girl, right? If you cheating on your lady and you catch a bullet from your lady, you gotta swallow that bullet, bro.
See, the,
You gotta
We
take
don't
that
wanna
bullet.
swallow it.
No.
We're not willing to
It's
swallow
the
it.
amount of bullets you get. Like, cause if she go
Ballistic.
hard ballistic and pull out like a SLR and start hitting you, then like, yeah, that's when you walk away. But if you know that you cheated on your lady, and then you have to, and then you go and then she does the same to you, you might have to swallow that, bro.
see, the problem
And that's
is,
where we get twisted here in the VA. I swear to, like, my thing is, don't tell me. If I catch my
But
bullet,
it's
don't
the-
tell me. I don't want to know I
it's
caught
the-
my bullet.
It's the primitive sensation, Ian,
Right.
that of somebody deflowering your empress.
Flowering.
Tasting of the honey and the
Flowering.
nectar. You
Dude
can't
said
take it.
deflowering.
You can't take it. You could dip in somebody else's honey, right?
You're not allowed to.
You could, what are you saying, people?
but you're not allowed. I get what you're saying.
But when you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You dipping in everybody else's honey, but
Right.
the minute somebody comes
Dipping
and
in
just
your
scoop
honey,
out a big
right.
chunk of yours, it's a
You're
problem.
gone.
You're
You're
ready to go to
gone.
war
The
with
problem
everybody.
is too, us guys as a guy show, a millennial show, we think we're the ones that are doing the cheating. Chicks are cheating more
Chicks
than
are
us,
cheating.
and
All
we're doing
day,
vice versa.
every
And
day.
it
Round of applause. Round of applause. Pete.
Every day.
Pete.
While
See,
you
See, the thing is,
breaking your back at work,
Thank you.
somebody
The
breaking
thing
that
is-
back.
we do not control this world, fellas. We all know this. We do not control this world. We're just guests.
Yo.
We're guests of these women.
No.
They control us in every
In
single
every
way.
single way. I would
Speak for
agree.
yourself.
What?
No, I have to agree. Women rule the world, man,
They
bro.
do, man. They
They
rule
do.
the world, man.
Yes.
They don't have equal pay, but they rule the world.
I don't know, man. When you got
What the heck was that? They don't have equal pay.
They don't. They don't have equal
Hey, don't
pay.
get fired, man.
Yo.
Don't get fired.
I think it's not a fireable offense. I'm saying they don't have equal pay.
He's saying it's facts.
They deserve equal pay as us.
Oh,
But-
okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
But so you know.
I think women run the world, right? Yes.
They do.
low
But the
key.
equalizing-
Let's
the
use that word. Low key.
equalizing,
Behind the scenes.
the
Behind the
equalizing factor is the money.
Right.
When you have the bag,
Oh, it's on.
women usually recuperate
They recu-
like Wolverine.
They-
when you have the bag, you know, you know.
The claws go back in. That was a
No,
great
I'm saying, I'm
analogy.
just saying, like they
So
could,
you
they
say if you
could,
don't have the bag,
they,
what happened?
you know, this Beyonce.
So
she
now
put up
some-
with some cheating,
She
but
put up with some
Beyonce,
cheating, but she saw the
Jay-Z
billion.
had the bag.
She saw the billion
He's got
coming.
$1 billion.
She saw the billion on the way.
What's she gonna do?
But it kind of shows you the world we live in. Imagine Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce.
With a white girl.
Minaj with the
Well, she was a white.
curl, with the
I don't care what she was.
Becky
She
with
was-
the
She was
Yeah.
Becky with the good hair.
She was light skinned.
Well,
She
hey,
was beautiful.
It was-
she was
man.
beautiful. She was
it
cute.
Jesus.
It was. I think it was.
Were you cheating on Beyonce?
Nah.
If you're Jay-Z,
What?
let's make that clear. Would you cheat on Beyonce if you're Jay-Z?
No way. No way.
You a sucker, man.
You cheated on Beyonce?
Yo.
in
You cheated on
Jay-Z's,
Beyonce?
If I'm Jay-Z, I might cheat on Beyonce, bro.
he's a billionaire.
He's a billionaire.
Jay-Z could have anything he wants. Beyonce is the goddess, the queen, the empress.
So
let's
this-
put it,
okay,
let's
okay,
give her.
okay, let's
hold on,
switch it
Let
then.
me finish. Let's give her her rightful place. Alpha and Omega, she is the queen. Now go ahead.
Okay.
Because we don't want to take anything from Beyonce. She's the queen, you know what I'm saying? But it's
Okay,
just
let's
that.
do
But I'm
let's,
Jay-Z.
let's twist this then. Can Obama cheat on Michelle Obama?
Wow, that's different. No, man.
What's the
Hey,
difference?
hey, whoa.
What's the
Hey,
difference?
It's totally different.
Why is it
Totally
different?
That is
Totally.
totally different.
See?
Totally different.
He's not going to do it, right?
Totally different.
So,
First of all,
why should Jay-Z be allowed to cheat on Beyonce if Obama can't cheat
He
on
should not be
Michelle?
allowed. Jay-Z should not be cheating on Beyonce.
See? When you guys said yes a second
I didn't
ago.
say yes. I
No,
didn't say yes. I didn't say yes.
You,
I said
you say yes. See?
I'm
But we
sticking
all-
by my yes.
Jay-Z In his defense,
He shouldn't.
He
He
shouldn't.
should not.
we have to
He is.
we have to put Jay-Z
You
in
know,
context.
and you got to think about what's being tossed at him. Let's be
No,
very clear.
No.
You're Jay-Z. The
Correct.
things that are coming across your nose,
Wife is flooding
It's flooding.
the DMs, is flooding the door,
Right.
and
it's
they
not
in the
normal. It's abnormal.
trailer loads.
In your Rias Chabarang trailer load again.
You have to be a bigger man.
Trailer
You have
loads.
to be a bigger man.
Trailers.
You just support your queen.
Some of the-
He said, so
You see,
funny.
he just support your queen.
He said, yo, you want to know so funny? He said, you have to be a bigger man. Support your queen.
Yo, every time you
Stupid,
wake
yo.
up, when you go to the door, just the most beautiful women just tossing themselves at you. And you have $1 billion.
But you put yourself at risk, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. I'm not
You
saying
get
that
some
he's
kinda-
right. I'm not saying.
You can
But
bring
then
some
also,
kind of disease back home.
He's
and
home. You're right.
ruin
very
your
true.
home.
Right.
Very true.
Right,
He was broke up that home,
right,
man.
right.
That album he made was
And-
very emotional. talking about
And
this.
now here's the kicker. Beyonce cheating on Jay-Z.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my Jesus.
The world will come to an end.
No, you're gonna die. Think about
Jay-Z
it.
is
You're
sending the
Jay-Z.
shooters at
You're
you.
Jay-Z.
He's sending the shooters.
And Beyonce cheats
See?
on you. Okay, so
See?
I take back my yes.
You see how it
I
feels?
take back my yes.
Exactly.
I take back my yes.
Shooters.
But that's Beyonce.
Shooters being
If
sent at
Beyonce gave somebody else that thing,
That's it.
Bro.
World War III has just
See how it
started.
feels?
unrecoupable.
You see how it feels? Exactly.
Can't recoup
Everybody
that.
knows about it?
You can't recoup that.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, that is.
In his defense, though, we have to understand Jay-Z is born in the Marcy Projects, extreme poverty,
What do you
selling
mean about the
crack,
excuses? You don't making all these excuses.
selling crack,
Oh,
you know,
gosh, man.
in shootouts. You can't hold Jay-Z to the same standard as Obama. Two different. I remember somebody was saying like they compared Future to Sierra's new baby's daddy,
Russell Wilson.
Russell
Yeah,
Wilson.
that's uncomparable.
This dude has been
Right,
risen
right.
in church with
Right.
mom and dad, middle class. Come, little Russell, let me, love you. Oh, and then Future now, Projects of
Five
Atlanta,
baby- four
gunshots,
kids,
been
4
shot,
baby mamas.
mom on crack.
Oh.
Come on.
That's all here.
So we can't.
You can tell you love
Future's been
Future.
shot. Future's
No,
been
he's-
shot. He's been in a couple shootouts and he's been shot. Blood transfusions, all the whole nine. So to compare Sierra's husband, Russell Wilson, who's grown up his father's a pastor, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Little Russell, let me take you to the
I'll tell
Bible
you,
and God.
of
And then
course-
you got Future cracking and gunshots.
It's just weird seeing Future's kid with Russell Wilson because
He's playing
Sierra
football.
and Russell Wilson are big social media people. It's just weird seeing Future's kid next to Russell Wilson. It doesn't match. It doesn't seem like it goes well together. I don't know. It's just kind of a weird thing.
But anyways, everybody just, if you have a woman, stick with her.
Stop cheating.
Stop cheating. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Because, guys, it may feel good now, but when she does it back to you, you're going to want to jump off a bridge.
Yeah, you might want to die.
Literally.
All right, so enough of fight over y'all. Let's talk about y'all want to talk about good credit, bad credit, or y'all want to go in state of hip hop?
You can do that. I don't know. It's up to y'all, man.
All right, state of hip hop.
Let's-
State of hip hop is so crazy right now.
We're living now currently in one of the worst eras in hip hop history.
Worst
Oh,
eras
gosh,
ever.
that's rough, man.
No, he's right. It's
Devastation.
whack music
We are
every day.
it's an
all day.
abomination right now. I can't understand nothing these mumble rappers are saying. This is,
I understand what they're saying.
Is
I
this-
think
which is nothing.
I think I was watching the Joe Budden podcast from last week, and they're basically, they mostly music, hip hop, whatever it may be, but they're basically saying they're talking about a new album if it comes out, if you like it or not. But it's just crazy how they're talking about. They're like, I haven't been able to listen to it yet. There's so much music being put
Yeah.
out there
You can't
every
consume it,
single
right?
week, and it's just if there's
So-
good, there's a lot of bad music out there, but
Hot
it's ju-
garbage.
I don't want to say hot garbage, but we have to realize as well, hip hop, we're the new pop. We're the new pop culture, but it's also going a different direction as well. There's a lot of stuff about drugs.
Cooking
and,
up dope with a Uzi.
I guess, I don't know what that
Bad and bougie.
But everybody's just talking stuff they're not even experiencing, you know what I'm saying? Like, all this shooting and drugs and all this nonsense. It's a bunch of...
Man, hip hop is in a terrible state. It needs life support. It needs CPR. It needs a kidney transplant, liver. I don't know what to say about this mumble rap. I don't understand it. I love the beats.
Right.
If we are living in one of the best beat eras of hip hop.
Okay. I would agree
You check
with
what I'm
that.
saying? but in terms of lyrical content, trash. And I'm not
so
afraid to Tekashi 6'7".
So I think Tekashi jail time.
Tekashi
Oh, yeah.
Fed time.
Fed time.
He's gone.
But so Fred the Godson, crazy
It's
lyricist,
freestyle.
right?
Crazy.
Crazy lyricist. Fred the Godson.
I'll send you some of this.
Yeah.
Is that the guy from Chicago?
No, he's from Brooklyn.
Okay.
Fred the Godson, crazy. Who else? Jay Electronica, crazy. Kendrick, crazy. J. Cole, crazy. Drake, crazy.
Joel Ortiz.
Joel Ortiz, you know. So I hear what you're saying, that this is the worst time in hip hop, but you have some of the best lyricists ever in this
Whoa,
time.
hey, whoa, hey.
No,
whoa.
let's talk about it,
But there's
bro.
also some good.
Whoa.
Let's talk about it. J. Cole is one of the best lyricists ever. No?
I think he is,
Am
and
I just talking crazy?
I think we've all also grown up in
Top
J.
20?
I don't want to rate it right now.
Top
but
20.
We've all grown up with J. Cole. We've slowly all grown up with
Kendrick.
J. Cole music.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I was raised in the era of Biggie, Pac, Nas, Jay-Z, Big Pun, Big L.
It's a different era now.
You know, and
Bro, Lil
You live
Pump,
in the past?
yeah,
Lil Pump.
you can't do
I
that.
love it. Number one
You
song.
know
That's the
it.
number one song. Number
Oh,
one
yeah,
song.
that
In
sounds
1
bad.
week, over 100 million. Stop
I
it.
love that
Trash.
song. I love that song.
It was catchy.
And
I love that
love
song.
it.
I love that song.
It's
Shout out to
such
Kanye. I love that song.
Stop, man. He's putting on that big stuff because he's getting
I'm a
fat.
quick. That song is hot.
I don't know. Hey,
A lot of the song. So Pete was hinting to something. We're pop culture right now, right? We're pop. We're the new pop music. So
we've been controlled.
nah. When NSYNC and Backstreet Boys was around, and
They still got
they had it. They definitely had it. But now it's undeniable. It's ours, right? So you have to take that into consideration when rating the music. You have to take into consideration the fact that we are now pop music. So there's not going to be the great music like the Roots. You're not gonna get that 90s hip hop that you so love, because now the microscope is on us. We're creating the trends.
I don't agree with
We're
this.
creating the culture.
Mhm.
I mean, like Cardi B is the standard.
I don't know about that. But
Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian.
Let's talk
Kim
about
Kardashian is the standard. It's the same thing.
Let's talk
No.
about this. Let's talk about this pop culture, whatever. Okay, hip hop has been producing top artists for a long time. Like when Pac was alive, he was doing movies, he was doing rap albums, he was doing shows. Remember, the vice president came on and banned his albums. Like this guy was everywhere, and he's still global. So we've been putting out global figures for quite some time now. It's not like this is just a new phenomenon. Oh no.
Not
We've
like how
been
we are
doing
now,
this.
though.
Jay-Z's came out in the 90s. He's still huge.
Yeah, but he's not as huge as he was now, bro.
But he doesn't have to be.
But you're seeing his progression. It
You
keeps
saw his
growing and
progression,
expanding.
right.
You know what I mean?
So then here's a
you think
crazy.
any of these new cats is messing with Jay?
So here's a crazy segue. Here's a
What
crazy.
about Donald
crazy
Glover? He's putting out good music. I have to do it all.
He's putting out good music.
Putting out good
But here's a crazy segue. So why doesn't
Worst era in hip-hop history.
since black people run the music industry,
Mhm.
why is it reggae kicking off? Why is it dancehall as big as it should? As
It's
I would.
huge.
I remember
It's
10 years when
huge.
it's not that. It's not
Popcorn
as
is huge. Vibes
they're
Cartel
not
is
as big
still
as they should
jamming.
be though. They're not as big as they should be, bro.
I wonder if they just have more of a limited market.
I think it's just limited, you know,
Yeah.
like they rap and reggae or dance hall. Rap is bigger to me, in my
Right.
personal opinion. I think
Right.
more people buy because, like, when I was
Because of the
overseas,
dialect. So the
exactly.
dialect, right.
When I was overseas, they could understand the raps and the lyrics and so on and so forth and get the
Right.
reggae is a bit more difficult, but that's over there too.
Right.
So you know, I don't know, man. When I was in Africa, reggae's all over Africa.
All
They
over
love
Africa,
Bob Marley,
that
they
is
love
true.
dancehall. So I don't know.
So then yeah, we don't put Africa on a pedestal. And Africa has more people there's more people in Africa than there is in America.
That's that untapped market. That's a
There's a
billion.
billy.
Man, when I get my
Say-
money right, where do you think I'm going? I'm going to Africa to
Africa.
become a mogul.
Right.
No
Like
one-
Akon.
Yes.
Akon ain't playing with them boys.
Okay. Akon is gonna be touching a couple Billies soon.
I know we're talking about this. Have you guys heard the Sheck West album, My Boy?
I heard the big song from him.
The Mo
What
Bamba?
the Mo Bamba, whatever that.
It's actually a good album. I think it's good. And the reason he made that is because the Mo Bamba guy was actually in Orlando Magic. He actually used to play AAU ball. But I think AAU basketball.
So that was his boy.
Yeah, so they were cool.
Okay.
They actually used to ball with each other back in the day.
So
That's a
see
good
so
album.
you see that like Sheck West
Mm.
throws me off. I'll be honest with you. Those guys I can't even I'm more into a Meek Mill. Like straight swear.
I think Meek Mill's fell out.
Yo,
Swear.
yo. You remember when we were smoking cigars, and then we were all talking about this '90s hip hop 2000s, and then somebody came up blasting some of this, and everybody's like, "Yo, yeah, it's time to go." Everybody just like, "Yo, we gotta get out of here."
Night down. Out your cigarette.
I
Yo.
was enjoying.
But that is a culture. Like that is a culture, and it's not going to go away. It is here to stay.
It's too focused on like it's like the ultimate trap music.
So there's no message.
It's just
there's
dope
no message.
guns, smacking people,
Drinking,
catching charges,
drinking
drinking
lean.
obscene amounts of lean and alcohol, womanizing. No wonder why everybody's doing all kind of crazy. It's all in the music. That's it.
But it's perfectly how you said that. Remember in J. Cole's album, remember he's talking about, oh, your music might be hot now.
Right.
Watch what you say to these kids because you're going to be gone soon.
Just now.
Save your
right.
money.
Right.
I forgot he was taking a shot at
I
somebody.
think he was
Lil
taking a
Pump?
shot at
I think it's a little
It
It was
Lil-
Pump.
It was Lil Pump,
It was
yeah,
Pump.
you're right, exactly. And then
who's got #1 song.
You're
You're such a little, I love it. It's trash.
That song's hot, man.
It's trash.
It's hot.
They
I
performed
can
that in
drink
SNL,
it.
man. They performed that in SNL like that. That's crazy.
Yo, shout out to Felix. Felix said you gotta cheat to get ahead.
Oh jeez.
I'm just saying.
Yo, but what's up with Tekashi 6ix9ine? Is that a
He's
case?
done.
Is
He's
that
done.
a case of
He's
when
done.
keeping it real goes wrong, or
I think
being
it's-
fake and trying to keep it real goes wrong, or I should have just never did this and everything went wrong?
I think he was extorted, man.
I think it's fake news. Have you seen any pictures of him being arrested?
No. He's
have
in
you,
the feds.
Have you seen a mugshot?
Yes.
You seen a mugshot?
I saw a mugshot with him and he got a busted lip, man. He's
A
catching
mugshot?
hell in there. What
Yeah.
you
I've not seen a mugshot.
I haven't seen a mugshot, but I have seen a picture of him in court.
You have?
Yeah, there's a picture of him in court. And
I saw a picture of him with a busted lip, man.
I feel like I haven't seen anything, any pictures yet. I'm a visual person. I like to see things.
I don't know, man.
I haven't seen a mugshot. I haven't seen any
I seen his
pictures.
lawyer talking
All
with
this is here.
CNN and all of this stuff. They came for the dude.
Think so?
And the thing is that, you know, let's talk about this. You know, we live in a digital age, right? So if I'm beefing with Eon, right, and I'm on FaceTime and I'm like, yo, wait till I see you and I'm gonna get you, and all of that FaceTime is admissible in the court. You know, he said, okay, Akil, right here on the 30th at 7 p.m., you said that you were going to do so and so, and then so and so happened. So we're just going to draw the correlation between the two and, you know, prosecute you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the same thing as they sing the same thing they sing their songs.
And so
Basically, because he's snitching on themselves.
apparently, Tekashi 6ix9ine was beefing with
you stupid, yo.
with Sosa, with Lil Yachty.
Yeah,
One
Tato.
Who's
Tato. Which
You
is
see
Sosa's
you-
cousin. I'm telling you, I keep up.
So they was like they were talking on
Keep
the.
up, man.
Oh, you keep up with the okay.
Keep up
So
with the
6ix9ine was
67, man.
was beefing with Sosa and little Tech 9 and was like, yo, okay, no problem. Where you at? Text me your address. And then he hung up.
Yeah, and then he hung up.
He
So
was like-
yeah, that you implicating yourself, and then
after he
shots
hung
were
up.
shots were fired at the after he hung up. He said, "I'm gonna put 30,000. I got 30. I got a
I put
30
a 30
bag.
pack.
I put a 30 pack on.
That's my recording.
And
Which
then
is-
somebody got
Oh no, it's on TMZ. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm gonna put a 30 pack. You say something like that. I guess a 30 pack is, 30. I'm putting a bounty for 30,000. Somebody goes and kill this
So
guy.
they snitch on themselves.
So they snitch on themselves.
Welcome to America.
And it sucks because he's such a great artist. I love Tekashi 6ix9ine. He's so great.
You're being sarcastic.
Okay, man, you seen that face again, man.
Listen,
I
man.
have to be honest, I haven't
His
listened.
music is hype, though.
I'm gonna be real with
You
y'all.
want to fight after you listen to his music.
You don't listen? You do the crime. You gotta do the time. I'm not gonna say I don't feel sorry for him. I'm not gonna say that because that's real insensitive. But I am going to say, you do the crime, bro. You gotta do the time. As I'm here scrolling, I'm here talking to you guys. It's saying that he pled not guilty, and he's gonna at least have to do a year until his trial comes up or whatever.
What's funny,
So-
his album was supposed to be released on Friday.
Where is it?
They pushed it back.
It got leaked. I heard it got leaked.
It never got leaked.
It never got
It was supposed to come out on Friday though, and then he can get arrested early in the week.
They should put it out. You get more.
Crazy.
Get more.
They would be good for business to put it out. But,
And he make a ton of money.
So hella Pella Records says it went out.
Anyway, Tekashi, I hope you hold your head, bro. But
don't bend over. Don't drop the
Don't
soap.
drop the soap, man.
what was it? Congratulations, you played
You put
yourself.
yourself.
All right, basketball or football? What's up? And the reason why I brought this topic in so randomly is because I'm a huge football fan, and I have not been watching football.
Me
at all.
either. Me either.
And
I
I'm
don't
starting to believe that my
Kaepernick.
sister, Kaepernick, and I'm sorry, you guys can hear me? I'm
Yeah,
starting
we
to
hear
believe that my sister, Kaepernick, and Kia, some of
I'm
our
talking about
friends.
Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
I know.
okay.
I'm just saying they said, Ian, you're not supposed to watch football. You're giving into the whims of the NFL, and the NFL is bad. And you know what?
We're still doing that?
I've actually not watched it because I felt that, guess what? I'm giving into the whims of the football, to the NFL, and they're a bunch of dirty dudes that are just trying to milk black people for everything we're worth.
Well, the NBA.
Jeez.
And the,
That's
and the
harsh.
NBA.
We're not getting any NFL sponsors.
NBA is doing.
Take that off. NBA, here we come.
NBA, here we come.
Well,
Yeah.
you can't say they're just using us. They're making people
There's a petition. You
multi-millionaires.
sent me a petition a week ago about Maroon 5. Who was it? Maroon 5, right? There's a petition going
Forming a
around
band
for Maroon 5 not
to perform.
to perform at. So this thing is serious. They're like, and I'm not watching football. Like I watch it for like, I would say 5 minutes tops. And there's like 3 games on a Sunday,
Well,
and I don't
the
watch
reason
it.
is your
And it's
team
because
sucks right now.
shut up.
You were a Giants fan, right?
Yeah.
Your team sucks right now. That's why. You're just making a bunch of excuses. Your team sucks.
No,
It's
my
the
team
energy,
sucks, but the
man.
energy, man.
Energy. It's
There's an energy.
nobody like used to like when
You're not
the
even
game
hearing
happened,
about the
You-
NFL. Is not like popping.
you after
And
They have more
NBA,
viewership. They have more.
NBA. No,
NFL
you gotta
has
show
more-
me that number.
NFL has more.
Show me
viewership
that
than
number.
Anybody, man.
Show me the number that
They
right now their
control it.
numbers are up. Show me the numbers. So
Nah, man.
we're gonna have this
You're
conversation,
taking
right?
a blow.
We're gonna have this conversation in December. I'm pretty sure the numbers will come out then. And when they come out,
Trash.
you're gonna realize that the numbers are down. I guarantee you.
Well, the
I don't
numbers-
hear nobody talking about like you go to the bars, like
Yo,
turn
and no,
that,
has
turn
anybody
that.
said, yo, let's go watch this game?
Nobody's saying let's go watch this
You know
game.
what? I think because we live in a bubble here. We're in a slight bubble here in the Virgin Islands.
True.
I give you that.
True, I'll
I
give you that.
I watch a lot of football. I message a lot of my friends in the States about football, so I think we're in a bubble here.
Okay.
And I think also the numbers are down last year for football. But I actually think the numbers are going to be up this year. Not has nothing to do with Kaepernick. It's just going to be the legalization
Controversy?
of the gambling. There's no controversy.
Oh,
right now.
so you said the
Gambling got
gambling. Gotcha.
legalized. I think it was last summer. So now this is changing the
Oh
whole
well,
game.
then I'm about to watch it next week. This week.
See what I'm saying? Exactly. So the numbers are actually going to be up because I think there's more
No,
people
I'm not.
gambling now
I'm
legally
not watching any
versus.
football. I'm pro NBA. This is my season with
I'm
NBA.
NBA all
I'm
day.
down.
I don't know what it is, man. I
They
like
do it.
football,
They like,
but-
and then like you got so many of them beating on women. Like
Oh,
come
jeez.
on, man.
What?
Yeah.
Hey,
NFL
hey,
players?
yeah, you're
Yes,
reckless, man. You're
NFL
reckless.
players are beating on women.
I might want
No,
to
Don't
do
well, Joe
recklessness.
Schmoes beat on women. We
Exactly. I'm not watching them on television at all. I mean, they're not on television, but
But you know what? In Eon's defense,
like, we gonna
You had
support
about-
these scumbags.
you
Are
had
you gonna support these scumbags?
Wait, hold on.
supporting
We have to bring it into some structure. You had a guy from, I think it was the Baltimore Ravens,
Yeah.
running back who beat his wife in the elevator.
LaShawn.
You had the guy
LaShawn
from
Ray
the
Rice,
Cowboys,
Ray Rice.
the Cowboys running back who was suspended for 6 games.
It wasn't LaShawn. Who was
Skylar
another
Peters.
one?
It was Ray Rice.
No, I'm talking about another one.
That was accused.
That was accused.
There
You're
no
right. That
facts
was his
involved with
girlfriend.
that.
Right.
And you had the Tampa Bay quarterback who's been involved in a couple of things back and forth regarding women. And none of them got as harsh treatment as Kaepernick.
Exactly.
What treatment did Kaepernick get? What treatment?
That's the devil. Let's leave it alone. Next topic.
Next topic. NBA, shout out to the NBA. You should have. Yo, that was ice cold, bro. That was ice cold.
Pete, you gotta give me that one, man.
You gotta give
Please,
me.
nigga.
I'm not giving high five. But I'll tell you right now, Kaepernick's about to get paid from this lawsuit, man. This lawsuit that he's suing the NFL.
You think it's gonna go through though?
I think so, man. There's been back channels where I think Dave's saying, hey, don't bring him aboard, man, because I think what team brought in, I think the Bills brought in some Washington.
He needs to go to the Redskins.
The Buffalo Bills.
Anyhow, Kaepernick goes to the Redskins, it'll be the best move the NBA could have.
Well, I'm saying
happen.
exactly. Alex Smith got hurt a week ago, and they never brought him in.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Bills lost their quarterback. They never
brought him in.
So I think even though the loss is going on right now, I think there's back channel things that
It's
They may just give him a contract just to quell this whole thing. See, we brought him back now.
They can't.
We love black people.
You want to know
We
when we're
love you guys.
gonna have this?
Come back. We brought it back.
You want to know when we're gonna have this conversation?
Get out of here.
At the end of this season, when the numbers are low,
It's gonna be trash.
they're gonna
Popeyes.
They're gonna
Let's
bang
talk
back.
about this, right? I was looking at to buy a stock in Popeyes
Uh-huh.
because they are a team partner with the NFL, right? You watch
Their
this
numbers
football
are
game
down.
and you read and you this is that, and then he said some comment is like, oh, why did you even allow this protest with Kaepernick to get out of hand? You should have been fired him. Stock went down and has never recovered.
Popeyes?
Trash. Popeyes.
You mean Papa
Not
John's?
Papa John's.
I
Sorry.
was about to say
Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Whoa,
You know,
man.
hey, black
That
people not
Cajun
giving up
chicken.
chicken.
Are we giving no chicken up?
Papa John's. He said some crazy stuff. Not too crazy, but it was crazy enough where people are like, oh, word.
Right.
Because, you know, they're like one of the official sponsors. Or
Oh, guys.
But what
And
did
people are like,
you remember what happened
666.
from that?
we're not
But the
patronizing this
NFL
guy.
dropped them as a sponsor.
Because he criticized them for the way they were dealing with the Kaepernick situation because he wasn't
right,
making
right.
money.
He was saying fire them, right?
Because
He's
his
like,
pizza
fire
numbers-
these guys. Let's make the money come. And they were
The
like,
pizza
what?
numbers are down. Yeah.
Papa John.
Well,
But
And
it's
then
funny
it,
how
it fell even further.
yeah, this stocks are down.
like a
But
rock.
it's funny how Papa John's then tried to make a commercial, put a little more ethnicity in the
You know,
commercial.
now you're trying to put black people in the commercials all of a sudden. You see,
Trying
we
to
like
give us
black
some
people.
love. Trying to give us some
Too
love.
late, bro.
Too late, bro.
The
We bought
pizza's
Pizza Hut.
trash.
We bought
Pizza
Pizza Hut.
Hut. We bought
Sorry.
Pizza Hut.
You know, they had some- they
So
used to have
we got
some
3 more
decent
minutes.
pizza.
We got 3 more minutes. Time went by fast, man. Oh, so I'm gonna just plug myself. I'm sorry. Pastel is coming.
Plug in
When?
while we doing this and then
Pastel is gonna happen. If not this weekend, next weekend. Just look out for Pastel VI on Facebook. And I'll drop the date. We're gonna paint Yvonne Bowski. We're just waiting for some final approval, final confirmation. Shout out to Janae. She's gonna be doing the painting.
Big up.
Call a friend, call a neighbor. I don't care who you call. Just call. Today's Giving Tuesday. So as a give back, if you didn't give any money, give Pastel your time. And
Where can they find
when
you?
are you doing Pastel VI on Facebook? Like I said, you doing any cleanups? I haven't.
Man,
done.
we slowed down.
I've never done
too
the
much
beach.
trash.
I've never
much
done a
trash, you
beach
can't keep
cleanup.
up with it?
I feel terrible.
Yeah.
I've never done a
Hot
beach
sun,
cleanup.
trash. People ain't coming out there.
I did it once when we did.
You
What
did.
beach
You
we did?
came out. You came out.
And this
I picked up the
Come
most
back.
trash that day, man.
And this
Invest.
comeback, Ian never came
I
back.
picked up the most
Come
trash
on,
that
do
day.
one so I could go.
Hey, man. We gonna
We
see.
were supposed to go to Lobster Fest this weekend. That didn't happen. What happened?
You didn't respond in the group
Yeah,
text.
I didn't.
Come on, man. And then I missed my
Shout
ride.
out, shout out to Alliance,
Shout out to Steer It Out.
Alliance
I guess-
Charters.
I guess I just need a couple plugs. This show is powered by Don't Pay Me No Mind
Don't pay me
website.
no mind.
It is up
Fee.
live. That's DPMNNM. That's it, right? DPMNNM.com. The show is powered by his website. Great stuff. I guess I'm normally wearing all his clothes normally.
I'm still trying to get a hat. Like he has this called what's it called, Broke Mafia, Broke Millionaires or something. I want that hat from him, man. But Fee don't want to sell it. I ain't selling.
My friend Kevin Carnival was trying to buy his hat on the
He's trying to buy
site,
his
too.
hat too, right? Yeah. He's not selling.
I guess. Do I have time for a spotlight?
Yeah. We got like what, 40 seconds.
Go
I
ahead.
guess I'll spotlight. You guys know Cindy Claudio. She won the boxing match past weekend at the Sugar Bird National Boxing Championship. in Kissimmee. So
Shout out.
shout out to her.
Shout out to her.
I know she had to move
She
temporarily
put
off
them hands
Ireland
on.
after
So
the
if
hurricane.
somebody cheated on her,
Oh,
he would be done.
like, I guess I won't say that.
Yeah, let's leave it. Hey, she
Oh,
got
shit.
hands.
She
Don't
got
let her
hands.
put the
We
hands
just
on
gonna
you.
go let her
St.
put the
Thomas
hands
is a
on
small
you.
community.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
shout out to
I
her
remember that.
for doing her thing. This is We Runnin Radio, WERUNNIN. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Follow us
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. We're all over the world.
Global.
We're taking over your airwaves. Yeah, pay me. Yeah, if you wanna promote something, I'm well into our time, but I'm gonna just go, right? If you wanna get on the
get
show,
overcharged for this,
promote something, you can hit us up on We Running. Hit up Pete, hit up Akil, hit up Ian, and we'll push your product or service. We're not that expensive. We have great rates. All right, we out.